Hi there. Today, the 24th of September, 2024, we have the planet Venus, the planet of love and beauty and money, moving into Scorpio energy. So whenever a planet moves into Scorpio, because Scorpio energy is a very deep and intense energy, it's always a big, deep dive. So when a planet goes into there, we're not just scraping the surface or playing around with it a little, we're driving deep into Scorpio energy. And Venus will be in Scorpio until the 17th of October. So during this time, it will increase our sensitivity towards all sorts of things because Venus, love, beauty, money. So she's going to really be reacting in a very sensitive way to anything that you feel might be, hurting you in love, might be ugly around you, or might be, not good for you financially. So she's going to really be pushing those buttons. And what we find with Venus and Scorpio is that can be a time for a lot of mirroring or mirrors around us where because you're so sensitive, you're going to really notice certain traits and certain qualities in other people. And the thing is that the human brain cannot notice a trait or a characteristic in another person unless you already have that yourself. That you just can't recognize it. It can't be seen unless you already have it. And so what happens with mirror effects for us is that they show us the full-blown effect of something, what it really looks like when it's either out of hand or really well developed. So with the negative stuff that gets mirrored back at us, we get to see what something looks like when it hasn't been reined in, when it's been allowed full, free rein to do whatever it wanted and to behave in any way that it does. And we also get to see when someone's mirroring back at us something kind, or we get to see how, you can go further with that kindness or that generosity or that caring energy and turn into that as well. So while Venus is in Scorpio, we're going to get a lot of mirrors, and most of those mirrors will be negative ones. So what that means is that other people are going to be projecting to you or mirroring back at you parts of yourself that you need to look at and maybe change a little bit. Now, this isn't to say that what it's going to feel like perhaps is that everybody's being mean to you. Everybody's pushing your buttons. Everybody's treating you in a not very nice way. But actually what's going on is all of this is making you aware of what you need to change within yourself. Where do you need to be able to go a bit deeper? Where do you need to care a bit more? Where do you need to be a bit more authentic and a bit more real? Because, the worst thing, Venus and Scorpio would have the most thing would be the most anti would be anything too superficial or too shallow. It wants to go deeper. It hasn't got time for talking about the weather or the rugby or what happened last week. It wants to go great down into big, deep conversations. And so, but when we do that, of course, with that Scorpio energy, you want to go deeply into something. You've got to be prepared for what you might learn along that journey. And, you're going to be super sensitive. So what people might be exposing to you could be very hurtful for you. But this is all, as we know, and it can be hard to get your head around as well, but nobody can hurt you, make you angry, make you upset unless you allow it. They can jump up and down, they can say whatever they want, but you're the person that actually allows yourself to feel like that. So this is a very good opportunity with Venus and Scorpio to look at your triggers, to look at who can push your buttons and why, and what the reaction comes out from you when they do push those buttons. And so it's a great time to sort of get to see where you need to not be so reactive, where you need to not be so intense about things, or where you need to be a little bit more real about things and go a bit deeper. So it's a very good time to look at your fears and what stops you, or what makes you feel so sensitive and so vulnerable to others, and how you can overcome that by just being more authentic, more open, and more honest. No need for secrets. Okay, I'll see you all again soon. Bye.